Hello, viewers. You know that we are discussing the magnetic compass. So, I already discussed the coefficient. So, today I will discuss in full details that how you calculate the coefficient value. So, stay tuned. Viewers, yesterday was our class for coefficient. So, today we will calculate the coefficient, guys. So I think if you check my all videos before for the magnetic compass, I think you can understand that how this coefficient come and how to calculate the coefficient. This one today I will discuss, guys. Okay. So before that, viewers, you have to understand a little bit for the p force here. Little I'm discussing some more basic. Like here you see easterly heading, easterly deviation. So here p will be plus. Remember, okay? Here easterly heading, westerly deviation, p minus. This one you know, this one, correct? And since this p force is for the b coefficient, so here easterly heading, easterly deviation, b plus. Okay, here easterly heading, westerly deviation, b minus. Understand? And for the q force also, guys, for the you know that this one I already discussed with you. Northerly heading, easterly deviation, plus q plus, correct? So since q is for cp, correct, for this is for the c coefficient, this is for the cp, so here c plus, correct? And also this one northerly heading, westerly deviation, q minus, also c minus. Okay, guys, also for the d coefficient, you see this is for hsi fornapt and hsi authorship is for the d coefficient. So here you see this is for the quadrantal deviation, so northeast heading, easterly deviation, so here d plus. Okay, here southwest heading, easterly deviation, d plus, this is for d plus. Okay, and here this northeast heading, westerly deviation, this is d minus. Okay, southwest heading, westerly deviation, d minus, remember. So this one will make like cross, like this is the northeast heading, this is the southwest heading, this is the southeast heading, this is the northwest heading. So these two is positive. Okay, because of you see here is northeast and southwest, we group together. So northeast, southwest, positive. Viewers, little bit before here also you see this northwest heading, easterly deviation, this is also negative. Okay, remember. So southeast heading and northwest, this also we make group together. Okay, so this is just little bit basic I'm giving you, guys. So today I will discuss in full details of how to calculate the coefficient for 8 heading. So viewers, remember, for 8 heading you have to find the deviation. So one person will go to the compass deck, guys. After that, take the bearing of any fixed object or any celestial body like sun also. After that, for the 8 heading, you take the bearing and you calculate the error. After calculating error, you apply the variation and you will find the deviation, correct? Same as we are finding for the deviation, correct? So I will write here for 8 heading the deviation. I think for 8 heading, you can find the deviation. And remember, guys, you have to understand one more thing, that when you swing your ship, like from north heading to northeast heading, it should be slowly. Remember, from one circle, like from north to again come back to north, you have to complete, this is not less than 45 minutes, because of if you take this very fastly, if you do the swing very fastly, then you will not get the accurate reading, guys. Okay, because of if when you take the bearing like north heading, you have to steady your ship. After that, you have to take the bearing. After that, northeast heading, steady your ship, steady your heading. After that, take the bearing, otherwise it will get effect from the previous heading. Okay, so as same as when coming east heading, that time also you have to steady the course, steady the heading and take the bearing. Remember, like this way. Okay, so this full swinging should be within means not less than 45 minutes, so that you get time to take bearing correctly for each heading. Okay, remember this one also. Viewers, suppose for 8 heading you find the deviation. Okay, understand? Now we will find the coefficient value. Now viewers, if you want to find the coefficient value a, this is the formula for coefficient value a, that is the mean of all deviation by 8. So since mean for all deviation means for 8 heading, so you divide it by 8. Okay, so here all the east early deviation will be plus and minus the that westerly deviation. Okay, because of easterly deviation is plus and westerly deviation is negative. Okay, so viewers, if you calculate, you can find like this, that you can find like this, like 70 degree west, that is minus, plus 70 degree east, that is plus, so ultimately 0. So your coefficient a is 0. Okay, viewers, for coefficient b, you have to understand that for the b coefficient, for p force, okay, is working here also. So easterly heading maximum deviation, okay, westerly heading maximum deviation, north south north is deviation is 0. So we will work only the heading on which heading we can get the maximum deviation. Okay, remember. Okay, because of if there is no maximum deviation, that heading we will not work. So we will work for heading on which heading you will get the maximum deviation, and which heading you will not get deviation, that one will not work. Okay, like north south will not in count, because on this heading deviation is 0. So there is no use of calculating for north south. So we will calculate for east west. Okay, understand? So if you check here, so coefficient b is deviation on easterly heading and minus deviation on westerly heading divided by 2, because of we are using for 2 heading. Okay, so for easterly heading deviation is 7 degree west, correct, and for westerly heading deviation is 5 degree east, correct. So I write from here for easterly heading minus 7, this is the minus from here, and that for deviation on westerly heading, this one 5 degree east. So 5 degree, this is positive, correct, divided by 2. So here how much coming, you can check, minus 7 minus 5 by 2, so minus 12 by 2, correct. So coming minus 6, since minus, so it is westerly deviation, so deviation 6 degree west, correct. So your b coefficient value is 6 degree west. So after that, for the c coefficient, you know that c is for the cp and ci. So cp is for q force, correct. So if you check little bit for the q force, you can check here, for the northerly heading you have the maximum deviation, correct. For easterly heading 0, westerly heading 0, southerly heading you have the maximum deviation. Since northerly heading easterly deviation q plus, correct, and northerly heading westerly deviation, that is q minus. So we will work only on which heading you will get the maximum deviation. So here you get deviation on northerly heading maximum and southerly heading maximum, so we will use for these two. Other these two, east and west heading, we are not getting any deviation, so this is means we will not use that too. So other that too, where we get the maximum deviation, we use that too. So here also same, c is for the, so understand guys, this c is for the deviation on northerly heading minus deviation on southerly heading by 2, because of we are using 2 heading. So from here you can check that northerly heading deviation is 1 degree east, so 1 degree east means plus 1, correct. This is the minus for this, and for southerly heading deviation is 2 degree west, so 2 degree west means minus 2, because since this deviation is westerly, so this minus, correct. You understand this one guys. So here is 3 by 2, answer how much, 1.5 degree, this is positive value, correct. So 1.5 degree east, correct or not guys? Understand how I find this one? So after that, for D coefficient, you know that D is the combination of HSI for aft and HSI authorship. So a little bit I am discussing with you here guys, this one already discussed before that. For HSI for aft and HSI authorship, only for quadrantal heading you are getting maximum deviation. Guys, if you see, you can check from the curve, northeast southwest heading deviation nil. Okay, only quadrantal heading has the deviation, so we will work only for the quadrantal heading. Like for the HSI authorship also, you see, for northeast, southeast, southwest, northwest heading, you have the deviation. So we will use only this 4 heading. Okay, so how we use, I already discussed at the first, means at the beginning of the video. Like these two will group together, northeast, southeast positive, southeast and northwest is negative. Okay, so we'll come like this clockwise. Okay, you'll see how I write. So viewers, if you see here, we'll group together this quadrant, these two quadrant, and these two quadrant also group together. So if I write like this, like northeast, northeast, after that minus southeast, after that plus southwest, after that minus northwest, correct? Since we are using 4 headings, so we will divide it by 4, correct? I think you understand this one, how I group together and how I add this one. This is for this is the formula for finding the D coefficient. Okay guys, so we will check the deviation for northeast heading, southeast heading, southwest heading and northwest heading. Like if I check here, for northeast heading deviation is 3 degree west, correct? So for northeast heading deviation is 3 degree west. West means minus, and this minus is from the formula. Now for the southeast heading, guys, for the southeast heading deviation is 5 degree west. Okay, so this southeast heading deviation is 5 degree west, means minus 5, correct? And after that this plus from the formula. After that for the southwest heading, for the southwest heading is 2 degree east, correct? You see here, so southwest heading is 2 degree east, means positive 2, means plus 2, this minus from the formula. For the northwest heading, if you check here from the northwest heading, this is 9. Okay, 9 degree east, so 9 degree east means positive 9, correct? Plus 9, so divide by 4, correct? So now you calculate this one, minus 3 minus minus plus 5 plus 2 minus 9 by 4. So you can find the value, I think minus 5 by 4. You can check this one, this 9 and 3 is 12 and this 2 is 7, so minus 5 by 4. So finally is minus 1.25 degree. Okay, so this is 1.25 degree westerly deviation, correct? You see, you can find the coefficient D value by this formula. Okay, viewers, now for the coefficient E, I already discussed in my last videos that for the coefficient E, this is the curve for coefficient E. So since the reason for coefficient A and coefficient E is same, but their curve is different. Okay, and coefficient E is for the quadrantal curve. Okay, like for northerly heading you have the deviation, but northeast heading no deviation, you see. So only north, east, south, west you have the deviation. Okay, other northeast, southeast, southwest, northwest no deviation. Okay, so now we will work only on which heading you have the maximum deviation. On which heading your deviation is nil, we will not work for that heading. So you can see here northeast, southwest heading you have the maximum deviation, so we will work like this. So we will also, this one also group together. Viewers, for coefficient E we will group together, like since on coefficient A you can see that on north, south, east, west heading there are maximum deviations, so we only use this 4 heading. So this one also we group together, these two group one group, these two one group. Okay, so like plus minus plus, this one we use minus. So like that way we can write that north plus, okay, minus east plus south minus west. Okay, like this, divided by 4, since we are using 4 heading. Do you understand guys? Now we will see that for this 4 heading, how was the deviation? For northerly heading, deviation was 1 degree east. Okay, we write 1 degree east, like 1 degree east. Okay, this is minus from the formula. And for easterly heading, deviation is 7 degree west. So 7 degree west means minus 7. Okay, this plus from formula. Southerly heading, deviation is 2 degree west. So 2 degree west means, guys, minus 2, correct? And this minus is from the formula. For westerly heading, deviation is 5 degree east, you see here. So 5 degree east means positive 5, correct, by 4. So now if you calculate this all, you can find like this: plus 1 plus 7 minus 2 minus 5 by 4. So you can check how much. 8 minus 7. So 1 by 4, 1 by 4 is equal to how much? 0.25, correct? 0.25, keep positive. Positive means what? 0.25 degree easterly deviation. So guys, I think you understand how I find this e coefficient from this formula. You have to remember this formula, and grouping, we group together like that way, you have to remember. Okay, like for cross will be same, like for northeast southwest, same, one group, so positive. This in one group, so negative. This will be one group, positive, north and south, and east west, negative, another group. Okay, like that way you can remember. So viewers, from the formula, we find like this value for A, B, C, D, E coefficient. So guys, now you already found this one, A, B, C, D, E value. These all are the coefficient value. So I think guys, now you understand that from heading to deviation, and after that from this deviation, how you find the coefficient value like A, B, C, D, E. Guys, I think now you understand from this how to calculate the coefficient value. Okay, I think you understand, guys, and this is your final coefficient. A, B, C, D, E coefficient value is this one. So after that, according to this, we will apply the corrector, guys.